Shh. Okay, hit me.
On May 22nd, 2026, witness advised females at Chevron gas station.
Hold on, it's so loud. Shh, enough. Okay, so louder, please.
On May 22nd, 2026, witness advised females at a Chevron gas station were walking around pointing a gun at vehicles driving by. Upon arrival, defendant pulled out a black BB gun that looks identical to the firearm and was pointing it at the gas station. Complainant stated he was in fear for his life due to defendant pointing a lookalike firearm at other passing vehicles. Defendant advised he was only playing around.
So let's see what the information says first off. Did then and there unlawfully, intentionally, knowingly display a weapon, namely a black BB gun that looked like a real firearm in a public place in a manner calculated to alarm.
So what I'm looking at is the summary of facts on, the portal. And, you know, I would agree that pointing the firearm used with the BB gun would be disorderly conduct. Conduct, but my issue is that according to the DEMS, it's not clear to me how these officers knew to stop, Mr. Walker to begin with. Because, yeah, it says that the complaining witnesses all just identified the defendant. It says, it does not say how they identified the defendant, other than the fact that the man was pointing the gun at everyone. And then the officers go 2 blocks south of this gas station and find defendant and his friend walking. They weren't pointing guns or anything when they were walking. And the DIMS don't state at all how they would have otherwise identified these 2 people. But the only information that they had about how to find these guys were, hey, look for the people waving the guns around. And they found the defendant and his friend just walking. Stopped them, detained them, and then after detaining.
Were they on the scene of the gas station when they found them, or were they like 5 blocks away, or? So how do you identify them? Did it say far away?
So the officer located the defendant a few blocks south of the gas station and they were detained for investigation and they located a black BB gun on the defendant.
How did they identify the defendant? How do they know it was him? Did they see video where they could recognize that it's him doing it?
We can look at the picture on it.
Does he have prior experience with him, that he knows him?
So the complainant stated that the defendant was pointing the gun at passing vehicles and then they found the defendant a couple blocks down, a few blocks down.
This is the officer saying this, right? Does the officer see it?
I'm sorry, to see the,
Does the officer see that defendant point the gun at moving cars?
so the officer didn't, but the complainant did, and the complainant relayed this to the officer.
How did the complaining witness relay what information is Mr. Walker? Did he say, hey, there's just 2 black guys walking and they got guns? And then they just happened to find 2 guys walking with guns? You walking while black or what?
Bring the videos, Your Honor. So after gathering statements from 2 complainants, Your Honor, the officer located the defendant and he's trying to walking a few blocks south and start an investigation based on what he was providing the plaintiffs.
So basically, what I'm trying to get at is that I could go up to any officer and go, hey, man, that guy just pointed a gun at me. And any officer could just take my word for it, just go start arresting people without anything else. Did he happen to look at any body cam? Did he happen to look at any surveillance? Did he just take him for his word and just go arresting people? Start searching and arresting?
It doesn't state exactly that it did, Your Honor, but the officer did collect statements from two complainants, and based on those statements, they conducted an investigation on the defendant and another individual who was just a few blocks away from the gas station. And when they conducted that investigation.
I mean, are two different statements that are corroborated
It's
sufficient?
They told them to go find the guys who were shooting that's pointing the guns at everyone, and they didn't even find guys who were shooting, that's the only information it says they have.
Well, you've got two different people
Yeah.
that are saying that these two individuals were pointing guns at moving cars.
But what, doesn't have any identifying information about it, they could have included that.
The officer states that he got statements from both complainants to the defendant.
Does the statement say, yeah, he's wearing a white shirt and black pants?
They didn't
He's
even
got a
say they were
crop
black
top, he's got a
guys.
mohawk, or he's got a,
Anything specific in the Your Honor, but based on the two statements that the officer got from both complainants, you found the defendant.
I mean, it may be enough for reasonable suspicion. Is it enough beyond a reasonable doubt?
I don't even know that it's enough for reasonable suspicion. They don't have any, there's no, we don't know why they stopped these. I don't even know that if they said it was two people, that were pointing the guns. They didn't even state the race. These were just two people walking down the street and they got stopped. Is that reasonable?
What kind of descriptors do the officers get?
So in the officer's report, Your Honor, both of the complainants stated that they saw two individuals, with the defendant being the one holding with the gun and the officer.
Great, I understand that. I get it. They didn't have any other identifying features, any other factors, not even what color they are, not even what kind of hairstyle they had. That's a no. I'm with, I'll find no PCM. Okay. You were charged with harassing communication. Did you get the cause number?
Oh, I did not.
And I'm sorry, let me give it to you. It's 238-2930.
2130?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one, one will be appointed to you. You are charged with harassing communication. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you.
October 10th, 2021, I'm sorry. Officer responded to a suspicious person call. The complaining witness and defendant were in a dating relationship. In less than 5 hours, the defendant called the complaining witness and sent her numerous texts and videos of him having sex with other women. The complaining witness had told the defendant multiple times not to contact her, and the defendant disregards this directive. They are no longer in any dating or sexual relationship when this offense occurred.
How many times did he reach out to her, communicate?
Trying to see if it says it within the DIMS. It looks like the defendant had called the complainant a total of 37 times from his phone number and various other numbers. It does not specify the amount of text messages sent though.
Mr. Stokes, I'm going to find that there is probable cause to go forward with your case as a condition of your bond. You were ordered not to have any contact with this person, and I'm going to put a leg monitor on your ankle. So stop it. I'm going to put a monitor on your ankle because I'm deeming you a flight risk. So look, it's either I can put you in jail because you have a warrant for your arrest, or you can get a leg monitor. Stop. It is not a negotiation. This is a court case that you have. You were charged with a serious misdemeanor, and I'm telling you, you have failed to appear twice now. I am well within, I don't want you to talk. You have the right to remain silent. All the time that you're thinking about what you're going to say, you're not listening to what I'm saying. And I want you to listen, Mr. Stokes. I'm well within my right to put you in jail at this point because you have failed to appear twice. I'm not going to, but I think that you are a flight risk. This case is from 2021. You will get a GPS monitor on your ankle today. And if you ever take off on me again, a third strike is out. Do you understand? It's not a negotiation. It's either you're going into custody now or you're getting a leg monitor.
Judge,
It's not a negotiation.
I'm not trying to go through this straight up. I'm not just trying.
You have the right to remain silent. I've got a bunch of DAs here. Whatever you say, they're going to try to use against you to prove guilt. Now's not the time to fight your case. If you wanted to say something, you should have come here with a lawyer. But you don't have a lawyer. It's not advisable for you to say something at this point. You understand? I'm not going to talk to you about the case.
Talking about the case, yeah. The only thing that I went to trial for this case already.
I don't want to talk to you about this case. I don't know what happened on this case. All I know, you have not gone to trial in this case. You have not gone to trial in this case.
It's like this is the same case. I went to every court date.
No, you were charged with burglary with intent to commit a felony.
That's the same case.
That one was dismissed. It's not this case.
They never gave me a court date prior before that. This is.
I don't want to talk to you about these cases. You need a lawyer. You have a felony case that was dismissed 2 years ago. That's not related to this case, is it? The burglary
Let me check right.
Berg had?
It looks like, it's on two separate offense days. That one being October 19th and this one being October 10th. I don't believe they would be out of the same transaction. But I do have the same complaining witness for both of them.
Okay. For this harassing communication, there is enough to go forward. The only thing I'm telling you now is you're going to get a leg monitor so we know we don't lose you. You are not to have any contact with the complaining witness in this case, not to be in possession of any weapons. You understand? You need to go talk to a lawyer and a lawyer can straighten these things out for you. You understand? Okay. Hey, no weapons as well. Can you do me a favor? Do you mind reaching out to the complaining witness in this case to let her know that this case is back on the docket now? In the event that he tries to reach out to her, to let us know and we will take the appropriate action, please.
Oh, yes, Your Honor.
Because
And then-
otherwise she may never know that we're putting these bond conditions on her. And then she's just, if he just out of the blue tries to reach out to her and she doesn't know these conditions are in place, she'll never know to get in contact with you guys. So please let her know.
And Your Honor, do you mind just briefly repeating the conditions again? I
Yeah.
just said no.
So he's going to be monitored, so you don't need to file anything,
Okay,
but no drugs, no alcohol, no weapons, no contact with the complaining witness and the GPS monitor.
okay, thank you.
Mr. Stokes, I'm going to reinstate your bond today. But it's not going to happen again. If you take off on us again, I'm going to revoke and raise it quite a bit higher. And I'm not going to give you any more PR bonds. Do you understand?
Also, I don't think they told you that they didn't have my address on the,
I'm giving you whatever, I don't care. I'm giving you the benefit of the doubt now and I'm not taking you into custody now. Do you understand? It's a fresh slate going forward.
So how much is the bond?
You don't have to. I'm letting you go. I'm reinstating your bond now, so you're not going to go to jail. If you fail to appear from now on, it's not going to happen again. Do you understand? We are going to give you a reset date that has circled with the exact date that you got to come back. Between now and then, you also have to talk to a lawyer, and then we'll go from there. So for now, I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. I'll have you get with Bronick for your bond conditions, then after that, you'll be free to go. Mr. Ramirez, you were charged with driving while intoxicated. It is elevated to a Class A misdemeanor because of the high blow. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement. They're offering you 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. This charge will go on your record. It will be there forever from now on. Hey, go. Muévete allá. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Pleading guilty to this case, it will go on your record. It will be there forever. You will now on be facing a minimum of 90 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up at DWIs. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Do you understand this? How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. Follow this agreement. I have to suspend your license. I'm going to do it for 90 days. Do not drive until you get a license, and good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, I'll waive it. It's a first. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. I have to do this. Is this Randall? Rodriguez? Come on, Ms. Rodriguez. Oh, you need thumbprint? Ms. Rodriguez, you're charged with criminal trespass. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 27 days in credit with credit for the 9 days that you've done. Is this how you understand the agreement? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Do you understand these rights that you're giving up? How do you plead to this offense, man? I'm going to find you guilty. Follow this agreement, sentence you to 27, give you credit for the 9. Good luck to you, Mr. Thank you, Mr. Ma'am, you are Ms. Tizeno. Ma'am, you're charged with hindering apprehension. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can or will be used against you. You have the right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you. Okay.
On May 27th, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer was dispatched with a disturbance call. When officers arrived, the suspect had already left the scene. During the investigation, it was told the officers that the defendant told the suspect to leave the scene and that the defendant told the other party to go the other way, knowing the authority was actively searching for him. Defendant stated she knew him, she told defendant, or I apologize, Your Honor, defendant stated she told the suspect the police were on the scene to deny telling him to go another direction, knowing that he had Class C citations.
So she
Officer called to the location and the defendant told the suspect, for which the officers were called to the location or to,
that he was gone.
yes,
Right. Okay. Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to have any contact with this complaining witness. Do you understand? Yes or no? Okay. Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? Do you have the ability to hire a lawyer? How do you support yourself? What do you do for a living? Okay, we're going to reset your case, give you time to hire a lawyer. I'm going to have you go to Ramona, sign a reset. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. I will get your bond conditions. Once you sign them, at that point, you'll be free to go, man. All right, please. Just
have one.
one more. Okay, come on. Ma'am, you were charged with theft. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. We're going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you.
On May 26, 2026, in Harris County, Texas, officer responded to a shoplifting call at Target. The loss prevention officer stated defendant entered the business with another individual, selected items, concealed them in her purse, and walked past all points of purchase without making any attempt to pay for the items. Total for the items was $390.58.
Was she alone?
There was another individual, Your Honor.
What happened to the other one?
I do not have.
You said there is a co-defendant or no?
We don't have the connected to the defense bureau on there. I'm taking a look at the names and the.
Ma'am, I'm going to find that there's probable cause to go forward with your case. As a condition of your bond, you're ordered not to go to any target whatsoever for any reason. If you do, I will revoke your bond, put you in jail. No more PR bonds for you. Do you understand, ma'am? You have the ability to hire a lawyer. How old are you, ma'am? You want to apply for a court-appointed lawyer?
Yes.
Okay. Deputy Williams will give you an application. I'm going to have you fill it out. I'm going to have you take a seat in the jury box. Do not leave until you sign the bond conditions, okay? All right, please.
You're on the contact with? Pardon?
No, right, no contact, any co-defendants, no going to target. Okay, thank you for being patient. Hi, good morning.
Approaching on Harry Venerable, which is,
Is it an old case?
I can get reached 199.
Why?
Anyway, because we have,
Today is clear trial. It's 200 days.
There's a crash and there's 4 plaintiffs, and we've been able to get in contact with one of them, but have not been able to get in contact with the other.
But at what, it's 200 days. At what point do we say when? You know, today's clear trial. Have you sent it to the,
Yes, we sent it to our investigator, and we
When?
have an offer just pending the restitution.
I get it, but is there any discovery that's outstanding?
I guess beside, trying to hear back from the defendants, I don't believe anything else is outstanding. The state made 2 offers today. I understand that they want restitution to be a part of those
Mhm.
offers.
It's 200 days, man. If they don't want the money, then they're not going to reach out to you. I don't know, but it's 200 days. How many times have you reached out to them?
So we don't have numbers for 3 of them, and I've contacted multiple.
The
members.
officer who wrote the report of a 4-car crash didn't have the wherewithal to even write the phone numbers of the people involved in the crash.
We have an accident report that have their names, but the names don't have a number. I looked them up on TLO and I contacted multiple numbers, but that's.
I'm giving you 10 days. Whatever is not in within that 10 days, it's not coming in. Justice delayed, justice denied. It's a 10-day, I don't care. At that point, you need to be ready to accept whatever it is. Okay? Otherwise, I'm going to set your case for trial. No more plea bargains after that point, okay? 10 days from today, please.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you. Hi, are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Good morning.
Is it? I'm here on Hector Zaragoza. We're setting a trial on June 9th, but I believe the state had filed a motion to continue it. And also, back in March, I believe they filed a motion to amend the information to add the 0.15.
Is that- Have you had a continuance before in this case?
The state has not had.
Okay. Are you opposed or?
Or not,
Opposed?
we had one already. They were not supposed to do it, so. I'm not
Okay,
coming.
fine. After this, both of you are prep set. There's no more resets. I don't care what the reason is. That's it.
Yep.
Okay, so pick it 45 days out, but this is the last reset and no more plea bargains after this point. We're going. Okay, okay,
Thank
all
you.
right, you got it. So I'll grant your motion then. Hi, Corey. Good morning. Yes. Okay. Where are we at? It's getting old. It's old.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is old. I think we just had a week reset with the state, kind of figured things out. They came, I noticed an offer this morning that started really high. I think the prosecutor here to speak with John, to see if we can come down, is my understanding.
Speak with who?
John Chief.
So Judge,
Sure, I guess.
I'm the new chief.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer the office of probation and offer to serve. Defense and enforcement, yeah, I find not, yeah, I said, not to speak.
Have you filed any documents for the PTI?
I haven't, no, I've given mitigation stay.
Okay, so, I mean, you're at 185 days. I'll give you till Monday. You guys try to figure out what you guys want to do, but it's old.
Yeah. I'm sure notified this offer when it was made, it's like.
When was it made?
Right here.
When was the offer made?
I made the put offer today, the probation offer was made, I don't think so.
May 28th, you're on.
Yeah, regardless, though, at some point we got to put the kibosh, right? We can't just, so I'll give you a week. Okay, Corey, but just be ready. Anything else that you want to submit, just please try to get it to them. That way we're, okay, I'm going to give you guys a week if you don't mind talking to them. And
Yes, so don't reach out to them whenever you need advice from.
okay, so just your client must be here at the next setting. Be ready to clear trial. Okay, okay, you got it. Hi, Mr. Moore. Good morning, man.
Good morning, Judge.
How are you?
Good. Here on Timothy Graham.
Do you have a plea? I see.
We do, Your Honor.
Are you ready?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
Mr. Graham.
I'm like, I know that guy. I know that guy. All right, Mr. Graham, you're charged with cruelty to non-livestock animals. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is 3 days in jail with credit for the 1 day that you've done. This charge will go on your record. It will be there forever. From now on, you're facing a minimum of 90 days in jail. You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty? So what was it? Was it just a dog did the dog die? Cat? What was it?
No, there was no death, Your Honor. It was, dogs. There's a co-defendant that started with multiple animals.
It's not hard to take care of an animal. If you show it just a little bit of love, the Texas heat is freaking nuts. Be nice, man. It's not hard. Your criminal history, really? Stop. Come on.
Thank you, Judge.
I'm gonna find you guilty, send it you to the agreement. Are you ready?
Yes,
Thank you.
Hi, good morning.
I'm here on Mr. Moore, first name Roland. Possibly. On page 39.
I see it. Okay,
We're set for a video hearing. He has two choices. One is a field for the other is a criminal process. I believe this is homelessness.
I see it. I'm with you.
Yeah, at this point, I mean, I don't think that.
What would you like?
Can't afford to pay a bond enough.
Yeah.
So just, doing a full song and dance, having a field review.
Yeah,
You're open to.
I mean,
I don't know.
right. So I'll leave the bonds as is. If he finds someplace to go, if he has someone willing to take him in, then we can talk, but I'm just out to the street.
I also saw that he has an warrant sheet. I'm going to be requesting.
Yes, of course.
competency.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, whatever you need,
Thank you, Judge.
of course. Ramona. Good morning. Good morning, Mr. Garcia. Sir, you're charged with indecent exposure. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement. They're offering you 8 days in jail with credit for the 8 days that you have done.
Quiet down.
Is he on probation or parole at this time?
I'm not that I know that, Judge.
He picked up a new case, no?
Yes, it's a brand new case that just happened.
Is it a misdemeanor or is it a felony case? Okay. If you're on probation or parole, you need to understand that this could have dire consequences on you. If you plead guilty to a case and you have on probation or parole, they can use that, to put you in jail for more time. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront, cross-examine your accusers. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. You also need to understand, if you were convicted of a second indecent exposure, there is a registration requirement on Chapter 62 registration. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
That's probably one of the worst things ever. You understand?
Yes, sir.
All right. How do you plead to this offense? Guilty or not guilty?
Yes, sir.
I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow it, send it to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Tell me about him.
Not working yet, but he is enrolling in the GP course that his grandmother did start in August. He's also enrolled in the.
Do you have proof?
He has been great. He's in.
Have you seen it? You can verify that he's actually doing something? Because I
I
don't
can
want him.
verify he's actually working towards the GD course first and then the will course. They won't let him start the will course until he does the GD.
Okay. Okay.
That's it for that case. Now we have Mr. Caden West, who's the assistant, and his mom is also the chair.
Oh, yeah. So what's going on?
So we work our.
Yes, Judge.
Mental health diversion.
Oh, great.
We have, yes, and so what we're asking before I file any releasing instructions or anything is if you're willing to give, to commit a PR bond on his assault. If that's the case, that we would be holding open, I would dismiss the other two, but we have worked on an alternative resolution where he gets the appropriate mental health treatment, he gets a GOD, when he's the other list.
So are we doing, is it an intervention?
Is it, I'm sorry?
An intervention? Are we doing,
Yes, it is. It's an alternative resolution, so, but it's a.
do we need to put any conditions on him?
One more time.
Do we need to put any conditions on? Because so far,
For bond,
right.
I would say
I was going to put a GPS monitor because he's been taking flight
that
so that we know he's at home.
I'm not gonna oppose that, Judge, especially.
Debbie,
Right here, I have.
Can you bring up Mr. West?
He goes back to live with his parents, in their home, enrolls in a GED program, and seeks the mental health services
So-
provided by the overall mental health.
I'm okay. I will give him one more, but I'm not going to do it again. And I'll make it clear to him and he'll get a curfew of 9 PM to 6 AM. No weapons, no dope, no alcohol, must take any prescribed medication. Is he, Mom, come on up. That's not West, is it? Oh, they're about to bring, I'm like, that's not West.
Yeah.
Hi. I'm going to give it one last ditch effort. I will give him another PR bond today. But because of how he has acted in the past, I can't trust him. So I'm going to put a monitor on his ankle so we know where he is at all times. And I'm going to order him to stay with you. He'll have a curfew, no drugs, no alcohol, must take prescribed medication that what you say, listen to all rules with you. And we'll see. But I'm not going to do it again.
Also, Judge, I would like to have you attend all sessions with the various centers, I think, for starting.
Hey, Yoo-hoo, over here. You're lucky that you have a lot of people going to bat for you today, Mr. West. Do you know, have you ever been to the zoo? What do we have in the zoo? We got cages too, right? Why do we got cages in zoos? Because we got animals, right? What do animals not do? They don't think. They don't think before they act. Why do we have jails? Right. When you start acting like an animal, sometimes we have to cage people because they can't get it right. You are on number 3 and you repeatedly take off on us. The only reason I'm agreeing to this now is because your mom is here, because the DA is on the same page, and your defense lawyer is on the same page. But I'm going to tell you, I'm not going to do this again. Do you understand? If I have to put you in jail again, no more PR bonds, nothing else. I'm putting a monitor on your ankle and I'm giving you a curfew. Do you know what that is? You must be home by 9 PM every night. You must listen to mom every single day. If you go out, I will issue a warrant for your arrest and I'm not going to give you another PR bond. Do you understand? No illegal drugs, including marijuana, and I'm going to test you every 2 weeks so I know that you're not using. No weapons. And take any prescribed medication. You understand? Do you guys have anything that you want to add?
No, Your Honor,
I would just like this defendant to know that this is a program that we take very seriously as well. And if he violates those conditions, then we do revoke it.
Are you going to be taking him everywhere, or how is he going to be going from point A to point B? So you're going to be able to take him. Are you going to listen to mom? What happens if you don't? You're going back to jail. You must participate in all the programs that they're setting up for you. Okay? So GPS prior to release, you know it. And then are there any co-defendants or complaining witnesses? The complaining witness is mom, right?
It's not his mother.
Who's the,
James Houtsc.
is that any relation to you guys or? Okay. And the mischief is home or?
The mischief was, yes.
I hope you make good choices, Mr. West, because I'm not giving you another one. You understand? Okay, all right. Good luck, Mom. Just keep Stacy's number close. If you need anything, if he starts acting, just let us know and we'll, okay? Yes, ma'am. Good luck. So you're dismissed the evading, the mischief, and then we'll do a PR bond.
Yes, the judge and I will be filing releasing instructions. Wanted to approach and get your input first before we file.
Yeah. Is it hair center?
Yes,
Is someone from the hair center going to pick him up?
yes.
Wonderful. Okay, all right. Thank you, Stacy.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Hi, good morning, sir. Good morning, Mrs. Zeno. So you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You've worked out an agreement where they're offering you 60 days in jail with credit for the 44 days that you have done. You were giving up a lot of rights by entering into this agreement. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. You need to understand that from now on, it's a minimum of 90 days in jail. You understand? If you're on probation or parole at this time, pleading guilty to this case, it may result in further confinement. Do you understand? You still want to do this? How do you plead to the assault? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'll follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. You are. Fitamol. Sir, you're charged with assault of a family member. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. You have worked out an agreement where they're offering you 30 days in jail with credit for the 125 days that you have done. Is this the only case that he has?
No, Judge, so this is part of a broader plea. You got a first degree bumped down to 2 TDC with the understanding that we'll be pleading on this case as well.
So he's going to prison for 2 years. Okay. Got it. So Mr. Sitamul, you need to understand something extremely important. This case here is an assault of a family member. There is an affirmative finding of family violence. What that means is that if you ever pick up another assault like this, and it doesn't have to be where you beat the hell out of them. If you grab someone's arm and squeeze it enough to where it hurts, you could be facing up to 10 years in prison on another 3rd degree. Because you're going to prison now, you could be enhanced even further, where if you pick up a serious felony, you could be looking at 15 to life from now on. Also, as a result, you can never own a gun or ammunition because of this plea bargain agreement. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You also give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change or undo this. Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense of assault of a family member? Guilty or not guilty? I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow this agreement. I will sentence you to it. There is an affirmative finding of family violence. And good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Mr. Rojas, you're charged with assault, bodily injury. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is an 8-month deferred. This is a type of probation that if you complete successfully, there are no violations. Are you prepared to be on paper for the next 8 months?
Yes,
Mr. Rojas?
yes, sir.
One of the things is that you cannot consume alcohol, you cannot consume illegal drugs, you cannot have any weapons, you cannot have any contact with the complaining witness. You have to do your classes on time. It's going to cost a lot of money. Are you sure that you can get this done? And that's nope, not a probably. It is either a yes. No, it's not. I got you.
Okay, I can then.
Mr. Rojas,
Sir.
you can lie to me, but you can't lie to yourself. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know you better than anyone else. There's a lot of people out there. They love to consume alcohol. They love to consume illegal drugs. They love to, go out in the middle of the night. They love to just, when you're on probation, there's a lot of expectation. There's no rule bending. There's no, it's only marijuana. No, it's only marijuana. No, no means no. If I go test you right now, it's a rhetorical question, but if I test you now, what's going to happen? Stop. It's either a yes or it's a no. It's a definitive yes or it's a no. But
Come on.
I'm going to test you 30 days from today. If you test positive, we are all extremely happy, but you need to understand that there are rules and we expect you to follow these rules. You understand? You know you better than anyone else. I don't know you. Are you sure you want to do this?
Yes, sir.
You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. Once you accept this agreement, you can never change this or undo this. If you violate this agreement by picking up a new case, not going to report to your officer, you test positive for illegal drugs, including marijuana, I'm going to issue a warrant for your arrest. I'm going to make your bond higher and you will be going to jail and we will have a hearing. And if you violate this agreement, it's probably going to be quite a bit worse than anything otherwise. Do you understand? You want to do this?
We spoke at length about the positives of getting on deferred with a prior assault conviction. And we also spoke about the difficulties of it.
Two prior assaults.
Yes. Well, one was dismissed.
I understand.
Yes, Your Honor. So he understands that there are consequences to failing at this program. He has abided by the court's expectations thus far. He went and got his ID. He's been applying to jobs. He's seeing this, he described it to me as an opportunity to be and remain clean. So he's detoxing. He's coming at this with the right mindset, Your Honor. I think
It's not I'm
hesitation-
detoxing now. You should have been,
Since I've been 17, so I understand what I really need is in my life. So what this all for me and it helped me to understand myself too. So I do need to refer myself to understanding myself. So I need this ain't one sir.
let me make something very clear to you, Mr. Rojas. If you test positive, one of the things at my disposal is an inpatient treatment facility that I can put you in that's at a minimum 9 months in the jail if you respond well to treatment. If not, you could be in a treatment program in there for a good year and a half if you test positive for drugs or alcohol. Okay. I am always happy to have everyone come on, but it's not a joke. We take it seriously. It's not I'm just going to test positive for marijuana. That will land you in jail. Anything. The idea is that it's random for a reason, so that you can prepare. It catches you off guard, so we get you when you're least ready, because that's the idea. Do you understand? How do you plead to this offense, guilty or not guilty? Like I said, you give up a lot of rights. You give up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses. If you're not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, you're stuck with it. Now, I'm going to waive your fees. It's not about the money. It's about you showing up, doing your anger management class, learning from the mistake, because the last thing we want is you to just keep coming back. At some point, the deferreds, the probations, they stop, because at some point you become a man and you have to learn from this over and over. You don't get probation over and over. This is not a revolving door. Do you understand? How to plead to the assault, guilty or not guilty? I'm not going to find you guilty. I'm going to withhold that. For you to complete the success, you must do an 8-hour anger management class. You must do a TRAS. This is an evaluation to see what other conditions you need. If they assess other conditions, you must fulfill them. No drugs, alcohol, weapons, no contact with Miss Albert. Test in 30 days. You're going to get tested. It's going to be randomly. Do you understand? If I find that you're using, if I have to issue a warrant, I'm going to put you in jail. We will have a hearing and you're looking at a year. Understand? All right. Good luck to you, sir. Thank you. Albert. Sure. Good morning.
I need 90,
How are you?
I'm doing better than good.
Always a pleasure.
I need 90 seconds of your time for a very important document.
Shoot.
Take a look.
Wow. So far, I've only looked at the first thing.
So, Judge, I feel so fortunate to have been able to be asked to have Ms. Clarita Contreras shadow me as a honors student, junior at the University of Houston Bowers College, not even in law school yet. But it's,
Is this your ultimate goal, law school? It's amazing. There is no better profession in the entire world. You know, when you're a lawyer and when you meet people, you go, oh. When you're a lawyer, you know so much more than the average person, because, I mean, you study it. It's not, they don't give it to you, right? You earn it. And it's kind of like a rite of passage, because you know things, abstract, off the wall things that you would never even think that you'd want to or need to learn about, that are so left field that just grab you by the boo-boo and you're like, what? I remember learning things in law school. I was just floored. It blew my mind, you know, and there's just no greater profession. You know, if you want to work hard, the world is your oyster, really. You know, one example that I use a lot is I have a friend who got a judgment a while ago for $300 million. $300 million. So, you know, we don't do that. We're just lowly criminal defense and prosecutors and judges and right. But what I'm saying is that really it's go do it 100%. You're in great hands here. He's knows everyone. He knows everything. His heart's in it. He fights like hell for his client, even when there's just dead to rights. Really? I mean, and that's what you do because it's not a joke. When you're a lawyer, you really have someone's life in your hands, right? And so many people take it for granted and they act like just a-holes and just they don't care and they just do a terrible job and not realizing that, you know, the next 50 years because of what you do can impact someone. Great. And you're welcome to come here anytime. You want to hang out here in our jury chair, we're happy to have you. You can watch trials, watch arraignments, and we're about to do a plea. So she's always welcome here to hang out too.
I appreciate it, Judge, and I'm gonna take you up on that. I've got to do some traveling the last half of this month. She's gonna be shadowing me until then, but in
Yeah.
between. that-
Any day you want to just make sure to come up early, 9 o'clock, because, you know, and just remind me because we'll forget. And
No, absolutely, I want to
Yep.
people to make sure, and then if you show whatever deference that you. show.
absolutely. Yeah. Well, you'll sit right next to me here and we'll just have you hang out. You can see what's going on. And, you know, criminal law may not be for you. It may be contracts. It may be, you know, car wrecks. It may be property, just big business. Who knows? But really, there's no greater profession. It's amazing. Really. You're on the right track. This will get you there 100%. Just keep it up.
Judge, with your permission, I want to introduce you to a couple. of
Yes.
staff members.
Well, how about it? Yeah,
Thank you, Cindy.
absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Good luck. You ready? Yeah.
They just want to play on Dan Clark.
Okay.
Not you.
All right. Good morning, Mr. Clark. Mr. Clark, you're charged with possession of marijuana. You're facing up to 6 months in jail and or a $2,000 fine. The agreement that you have worked out is 4 days in jail with credit for the 4 days that you've done. All you had to do is show up, you know? All you have to, when you show up to court, good things happen. I mean, this is a place where we really try to help a lot of people. And when you don't show up, it's just, all you're doing is you're hurting yourself. You know, we can't just, really, if you pick up a case, come to court, good things happen. When you fail to appear, you understand. It's not hard, man, really. This will now reflect as a conviction on your record. And what we're doing from now, it's now a minimum of 30 days in jail for any new cases that you pick up. No more proverbial slaps on the wrist. Do you understand? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on behalf, confront, cross-examine the accusers. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization, you give up the right to appeal. This will now be a conviction on your record. Never take it off. Is this what you want to do? I deplete to the offense of possession of marijuana. I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement. So what the hell happened?
Well, Judge, she was supposed to, I believe the agreement was, PTI, I think it was completion.
You had an agreement to get this damn thing dismissed, and all you did was take the flip off. This could have been dismissed. Foolish. All right, man, I'm going to find you guilty. I'm going to follow the agreement, send you to it. Good luck, Mr. Clark.
Thank you, Your Honor.
You ready? 238-2930. Did you hear everything that I just told that other guy? Same thing with you, Mr. Stokes. Mr. Stokes comes to court when Mr. Stokes wants to come to court, not when he's ordered to come to court. Stop. We sent you during the time of COVID, which is 4 years ago, notice that you had a criminal case, warrant issues, you post an out-of-county bond, and yet fail to appear again.